Hello, I hope y'all are having a great day. It is January 19th, and today I'm back, of course. Today I'm going to be talking about really several different things. I'm going to be talking about severe weather, and I'm going to be looking at kind of what's going on tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Friday and Saturday in the southeast with this winter storm. And then we're also going to be we're also going to be looking at where that could go once it kind of leaves the southeast. And then we're just going to kind of look into next week and see what we could maybe be looking at weather-wise. Uh, so yeah, thank you for watching if you are. I really appreciate it. Uh, Currently at 20 subscribers. I'm not, I mean, for some people that may be nothing to be happy about, but I'm happy we have 20. Uh, so thank you all. But we can see tonight we do have a slight risk for areas of eastern or like southeast Texas, western and central Louisiana there. Uh, Houston's in that kind of Houston's in it. Alexandria, we can see Houston, Beaumont, the Woodlands, Sugarland, Texas, Alexandria, Louisiana's in it too. Currently, what's going on in that area is we do not have any warnings ongoing right now, but we can see we have some kind of disorganized storm coverage going down from around like the Lufkin area of Texas all the way up into northern Louisiana here. Stronger storm by Mansfield, Louisiana here. It doesn't seem to be too much rotation with that, but there's a little bit of a tornado threat. Doesn't look too not too much, not too high though. Uh, Switch down to the Houston area real quick and see what we're looking at. We can see we actually have some pretty strong storms going all the way down the Kiera, Texas. I don't know if I said that right, but pretty strong storms. Cut even to the west of Houston here. To the north of Houston, I mean, definitely have a little bit of an interesting look at. I mean, that definitely catches my eye right there. Further down here towards the western areas of Houston, yeah, we can see it doesn't seem to be too much of a tornado threat, but ongoing right now. Definitely some of these storms I'd want to watch in southeast Texas, kind of this area here. Uh, so yeah, that's that, and we can see for day two, we have no risk, just a general thunderstorm, and then on day three we have a marginal risk in central and south Florida. So let's go on and talk about that real quick. Let's get the latest run in the NAM, and let's go to the southeast sector so we can kind of talk about. I think that's Friday, so let's go out the Friday here and see what we could be looking at. So it's Friday. This is Friday morning. What we could see, and this is gonna kind of lead us right into our next part, like our other part of the storm system here, which is the winter weather part of things and the cold in the southeast on Friday. We're gonna talk about that just after we talk about this severe weather threat on Friday. We could see an 18Z on the NAM. Not really indicating too much going on, but take a look at dew points. See, so we have some decent moisture. Let's just take a sounding in South Florida. I mean, pretty much terrible for everything other than maybe some gusty winds. I'd say definitely a pretty clear marginal risk sounding right there. You're not going to get a tornado out of that. Go on the 21Z. Could still see those storms down there. Maybe kind of lingering around, or showers, I guess you could say. It's still, I mean, definitely a marginal risk sounding, not that impressive. So generally, I mean, as of right now, I don't think we're gonna get a slide in South Florida on Friday, unless this uptrends at all. We'll have to see. But that'll lead us right into our next kind of conversation here, which is the potential winter weather in the south on Friday. So let's go ahead and get a forecast loop out here because it'll be a bit more helpful for this. So we can see tonight into tomorrow, we're going to be looking at some decent snow across areas of Kentucky, maybe some patches of freezing rain down in Tennessee, northern Alabama, northern Mississippi. We can see when someone makes its way into the southeast, we kind of see another low get its act together and organized during itself during the day on Friday. This is Friday morning here. We can see we have some freezing rain and sleet being indicated across areas of South Carolina and areas of kind of the lower areas of North Carolina by Wilmington, pretty far south. Uh, and we just continue going for a few more hours. We could see all that freezing rain and sleet just lingering there. Even down in like South Georgia, look at this. Like areas like, I mean, what's here? I think Statesboro's here. Sylvania, Savannah's kind of on that southern edge too. Very interesting though. Let's take a look at another model, just for kind of a little bit of a comparison here. We'll take a look at the. Is the HRRR out far enough? I'm not sure. Let's see. HRRR does go out far enough a bit. Okay, so we can see HRRR shows something very interesting. This is the furthest it goes out. This is Friday afternoon. Don't know what I was writing there. A much further northwest solution area. You can see it, it's pushing that snow and freeze. It has a lot more snow on the northern edge here. You can see a little thin band of snow, sleet, and then freezing rain on the southern edge there. This will bring more areas like Columbia, South Carolina into play. It's areas like Columbia into play here, Athens, Georgia, maybe for some snow, maybe like Augusta, instead of kind of this area here. And generally, I mean, I don't prefer any of these solutions because I don't want to see freezing rain. But yeah, then we can take a look at other models like the Euro, and Euro has a interesting solution. Not a lot of freezing rain at all across South Carolina, just maybe a little bit of snow on that back end, and then yeah, and then the GFS. Let's see. GFS has been has been not that great of a model generally for the Southeast so far of winter weather this year. I've noticed that for sure. When you see the GFS just indicates some like not a lot of heavy precip, just some freezing rain and sleet, and maybe finishing off with some snow on that back end there. So very interesting to see what happens. A lot of uncertainty still on Friday. I might make another video tomorrow for this if I have enough time. Because some days I have a lot of time to do this, and some days I just don't. I think tomorrow though I might have some decent time though to make a video on this. But yeah, so let's take a look at what that does after it kind of moves out of that area of the southeast. So this is the GFS solution here. We can see GFS is this kind of tracking. I mean, really not doing anything. It has this piece of energy just leaving completely, just leaving the U.S. I mean, leaving really nothing behind at all. The HRRR though has kind of a bit of a, or not the HRRR, the European has a bit of a closer call though for the northeast here. We can see maybe some snow and wind, like some snow showers if the Euro occurs or the Euro verifies. A lot further northwest though than the GFS though. One thing I forgot to talk about real quick is the cold in the southeast on. We're going to use the Euro for this. It's the cold in the southeast on Friday. This will be kind of a big deal. I mean, not really a big deal, but we'll just talk about it for real quick. It's going to be very cold Friday. I mean, we can see these are temperatures Friday afternoon in the Euro. We can see the cold is not a problem. I mean, some of these temperatures are very cold. I mean, look at this. I mean, we're 30s in Atlanta, 30s in Athens. I mean, almost in the 30s in Macon, Georgia, mid-30s in Augusta. Below freezing for a good portion of South Carolina and North Carolina here. You're in mid-20s up by Raleigh on Friday hour. That's a pretty big deal. I mean, as we can see, we're going to be looking at a few very cold days and cold nights across the Southeast. I mean, nothing like what we could be getting this time of year. I mean, in previous years, we've gotten temperatures into the teens. In areas like North Georgia, South Carolina, we haven't gotten those since 2018. I mean, even though those are below average days like those, like we're down to like 15 degrees in Atlanta, even though that's below average, that's pretty much still the average, like lowest low temp of the year. Pretty sure, I know for Athens, Georgia, it's 13 from the airport. uh, which is like the average like coldest day of the year completely. Because like normally you have, it's kind of hard to put in words here. I hope y'all are understanding, but it's like when like pretty much like every year almost you get a big cold blast like brings you so much below average temperatures. You're never just completely average. Like even though the average like coldest low in the Athens airport's like 32 in the coldest day of the year, I mean you still get colder than that, of course. And uh, so yeah, I hope that made some sense. Uh, I really don't know if it did, but yeah. So let's zoom back out to the whole U.S. here and see what we could be looking at towards next week. So a few things to know here, I guess. Let's take a look at vorticity, the latest one in the GFS here, and we can see this piece of energy here. That's going to be kind of bringing our winter storm Friday into Saturday in the southeast. Uh, and I think I don't know if I talked about this in my last video. We see this uh, low, this upper level low, kind of digging into the southwest, kind of by early next week. This is the Sunday morning time frame. We can still see that there. And the GFS kind of ejects this around Monday here pretty quickly. We can see looking pretty good. I mean this area right here really catches my eye. Not gonna lie. And then we can see that we have a pretty active pattern, and we can see another disturbance around next Wednesday, Thursday time frame. Let's take a look at what the euro has, though. Sure, the euro is going to be different, and we can also take a look at this in the euro. That's pretty good. Yes, we see it dig down, and the euro ejects it as well on Monday, pretty much. Looks a lot better, though, maybe once it gets to the southeast, but not a lot better, but it's still there. And then next Thursday, we do kind of see that next little, looks like a cold, though it looks more like a trough right there. Let's go take a look at what the air actually has for precip. Yeah, so we can see that's first storm system here, and then this is Monday. We can see the storm system ejects into the plains here. Or not really the plains, but like the south. We can see a pretty organized storm system right there. Severe weather potential, though. I mean, the GFS kind of had a decent looking case for maybe some severe weather, but I don't know. And then the Euro is being a maybe bringing a widespread light snowfall to this area here. We'll have to talk about that as we get closer, because it is still next Tuesday and Wednesday. And then we can see in the backside we got a really big cool down. But on the GFS, though, I'm sure the GFS is going to be different because it's what the GFS normally is. Rarely ever agrees with any other model. We can see the GFS has. There we go. All right, there is our storm system right there. Okay, maybe severe weather the GFS actually, verifies. Let's try and take a sounding Monday. I'm not expecting this to be good or anything, but oh, okay, yep, nope. All right, no, we're not gonna. Yeah, okay, severe weather. I'm not sure, but maybe along the coast. Let's lock it on Monday here. Actually. Just lock it on Monday evening and take a look at dews. Yeah, maybe right along the coast we could be looking at something like a marginal risk or something. But definitely interested. A very interesting looking storm system. Then yeah, we can see it right there again. GFS also has maybe a little bit of a widespread light snow to the northeast. Just kind of associated with a different part of that system, like another northern low. Kind of split into two right there. Then we can see that cool down by next Wednesday, Thursday. So yeah, that's up with this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And I will be back on Friday, or tomorrow if I have the time. Pretty much what it looks like next week is what we're gonna see. We're gonna see that one maybe I'd call that. I mean, maybe like one big deal storm system, and then we don't really see any for a while. Uh, but from like the Monday through Wednesday time frame, we're gonna be seeing impacts on that storm system. This one right here. So it's gonna be kind of the looks like it could be kind of the big deal next week, I guess. I mean, not really that big of a deal. Uh, that's really gonna be what you have to watch next week. So yes, I hope y'all have a great day tomorrow, and goodbye.